With Francisco Lindor sidelined due to a back injury, the New York Mets found themselves in a critical moment. Facing an uncertain timeline for their star player's return, the team needed to regroup fast. In a pivotal move, Mets president David Stearns and manager Carlos Mendoza called an impromptu team meeting ahead of Monday night's series opener. The message was clear. The road ahead would be tough, and every game mattered, especially with Lindor out for at least a few days. The meeting was a wake-up call for a team that had seen its ups and downs this season. Several voices spoke, but it was Pete Alonso's passionate words that resonated the most. Alonso, a cornerstone of the franchise since his rookie season in 2019, reflected on his time with the Mets and their playoff struggles. He recalled the 2019 season when the Mets were on the fringes of a playoff race, but ultimately fell short. Even in 2022, when the team did make it to the postseason, it felt anticlimactic. Despite their success, they fell short of winning the NL East and had to settle for a wild card spot. That year, the Mets were eliminated in the first round, and Alonso never got the chance to fully celebrate with his teammates. This frustration seemed to fuel Alonso's fiery speech. He expressed a deep desire to celebrate with the boys, emphasizing that the team needed to lock in and focus on securing a playoff spot this year. For Alonso, this wasn't just about getting into the postseason. It was about creating a moment of triumph with the teammates he had grown so close to over the years that Alonso's words carried extra weight as he approaches free agency. Monday's game against the Washington Nationals marked the beginning of what could be his final homestand as a Met. With 4 more games against the Phillies following the National Series, the stakes couldn't be higher for Alonso and the Mets. Meanwhile, the uncertainty around Lindor's health loomed large. At the time of the meeting, the Mets were still awaiting the results of Lindor's MRI. The team feared losing their best player, a top NL MVP candidate, for an extended period. Fortunately, the MRI came back clean, showing no structural damage, and Lindor expressed optimism about returning before the season ends. However, the Mets had to adjust in the short term. Lindor sat out both Monday and Tuesday's games, leaving the team to fight without their leader. But with Alonso's passionate rallying cry, the Mets seemed determined to push forward, making every game count as they chased their postseason dreams.